So Jay, on the heels of this great episode talking about GLP-1, and we get into our mental health and emotional health portion of the show, I want to focus on the sensitivity and the difficult times that a lot of people struggle with weight loss and poor body image and self-image. And I would love to get your take on that because it's a real issue.
So when you look at what's happening in society, we have, the doom scrolling on social media, on all the different social platforms. There seems to be this image that's portrayed that, I know it affects men as well, or young boys as well, but it definitely seems to affect young women and women more than it does men for some reason, because I think in our society we set this standard of what someone should look like and how they should be, and I think it sets up a false understanding of beauty and creates these body image issues. And I would love to say that people are truly on a weight loss journey because it is the healthiest thing for them. But in truth, it's about what they feel about what they see. And I wish that weight loss could be a strategy of health, but to where they would look at themselves and still see the beauty that God created. I'll be honest, it's sad when I see these things, because it creates anxiety and depression. It creates food eating disorders like anorexia and bulimia and all these different challenges that I think isn't really a good option. Now, we are going to flash on the screen some helplines and things of that nature that people can call, because I think it's an important thing to do, but it leads to other things in our society that are even more dangerous, like bullying. You even see, kids bullying for the craziest things, the clothes they wear. It's all about body image. It's about what they look and so on. So yeah, really a sad thing. And I know we've talked about, all these other things that bring peace of mind and so forth. This is where I think a practice of gratitude and looking at what they see that is beautiful could be really amazing for people. Remember we talked about it when we were talking about the gratitude part, was that if you get a flat tire, instead of being pissed off about the flat tire, be grateful that you had a spare. Right? It's just changing the mindset in a situation and implementing those gratefulness strategies can change your own body image. And in all honesty, stop consuming the social information or social media elements that would feed this body image issue. Just go right past them. Just get rid of them.
Because it's not reality.
No, it's not. In fact, you don't even know anymore if on the socials it's real or AI. So you're being measured against an artificial standard to begin with. Those things, the AI stuff is almost you can't even tell the difference in some cases. I say get it out of your flow, right? Just don't consume it anymore. It's the only recommendation I can have. But like I said, we're going to flash some numbers up here so that you can see it. And if you want to go, there'll be resources on AskDrJason.com, and that's AskDoctorJason.com. We'll have resources there that you can get help if you need it. But trust me, you are beautiful exactly the way God made you.
Of course. Young kids, teenagers, they
100%.
could be mean. They could be cruel.
Yep.
And I think to have that level of compassion and empathy, right?
Well,
as we age.
Here's the crazy thing. Your body is created differently. You have an ectomorph, you have a mesomorph, you have an endomorph. And if you ever want to look those up, just look up go to Google, type in those 3 body types.
Ecto.
Well, ecto is tall and lean. You can't gain weight to save your life. Like, it's hard to put on muscle, but you certainly don't gain any fat. An endomorph's kind of a hybrid, and a mesomorph can be that bodybuilder type, but if they stop training or working out, they can get a little bit, thicker, and they can actually put on more fat. But the reality is God made you in a special way to where your body is perfect. You just have to understand your body type. So look into those body types. We'll put some resources online so you can look at it and understand. When you know who you are, you can live your best you. And I will tell you, certain foods work better with different body types. So
yeah. I'm mentioning, to be kind. Like for me, you may not know, because I was a very, very chubby kid up until I was about 12 years old. And, up until 9 and 10, I was very, very heavy, would jump in the pool. I didn't care. To one day, like some guy said, wow, look at that chubby kid, or look how chubby he is, and like grabbed me and pinched me. And like, ever since that, it was such a trigger that I would wear a t-shirt in the pool for the next couple of years. My family noticed it.
Yeah.
And I didn't recognize like what damage it did to me at the time.
Oh.
And I think about it to this day.
It can.
So I can't imagine how it would impact someone with like severe obesity issues.
It can impact how someone approaches their life in confidence or the lack thereof for the rest of their life. It can make them an introvert. It can make them retract from social
It's
interactions.
significant.
Oh, not okay. And if anybody's listening that finds yourself criticizing others or bullying, man, I know it sounds kind of very dad-like, but stop. Look at ways to be grateful for who you are and always compliment and be positive. And I will tell you, the response you get, imagine if you go up to somebody that is criticized often and then just give them a compliment. I'll tell you what'll change everybody's day. In the grocery store, walking in, if someone walks by, just tell them how beautiful they look and keep going. I will tell you, you could likely make their day. You can literally change the outcome of the rest of their day by something simple and kind.